How to set up your first AI agent inside n8n. This is going to be a beginner-friendly guide. We'll jump into n8n in a second. In the last video, we set up a private cloud server for n8n, so you can save loads of money, and there's other benefits having your own private server and self-hosting n8n on that. I'll link that in case you missed it. In this video, we're going to be going over getting started with n8n, creating your first workflow, putting an AI agent in there, and we're going to create an API key in OpenRouter, and that will give your AI agent a brain. You'll be able to connect to different AI models on there. And as a bonus, we're going to learn how to connect to free AI models. That's just brilliant when you're getting started, when you're testing things, save you money on all of the API credits. I will take a look at that at the end. If you followed along on the last video, once you've created your account, you should end up on the screen like this. What we need to do to get started is click Create Workflow. Now, every workflow needs a trigger. And with the trigger, what we have with our AI agent is we're going to be able to chat to it within the console. We can hook that up, and in later videos, we'll look at how we can connect that to different things from Telegram, WhatsApp, when an event happens in Google Sheets. There's a lot of different triggers that we can use, but for now we just want to get started. We type in here AI agent, drag this on. What we've got here, each of the nodes has 3 different sections. We've got an input, because there's no input at the moment. We'll take a look back at this in a moment. We've got an input, so this is an input section. We've got the configuration, and then we've got that output section. Let's just come out of here, click close on there. What we've got here is our trigger, so we can open the chat, and then we'll be able to type to the agent. At the moment, we see that we've got these legs down at the bottom and not connected to anything. This AI agent wouldn't be able to respond to you. So we need to give this agent essentially a brain. We need to connect this to an AI model. We say off this chat model. And we see we've got a lot of different options here. DeepSeek, Google Gemini, Anthropic. We've got OpenAI, so you can connect it to ChatGPT. It's like model selectors. In this example, we're going to connect to OpenRouter. When you do this for the first time, this is connected to my OpenRouter account. When you do this for the first time, you won't have anything in here. What you'll need to do is click Create New Credential. Now we see it's asking for an API key. What we need to do to provide it with that API key is head on to the OpenRouter website, and then we can click on Create an API key. We'll name this API key. We can put a credit limit in if you wish. I'm just going to click Create, and then we can click Copy. Now, one thing to note about this API key is that if anyone else has got this API key, then they will be able to use it to access your credits on your account. Treat this like a password. It's sensitive. You need to keep this protected. I'm going to delete this after I've made this video. Once we've copied that, we can head over into here, paste that in, and then click Save. What we're looking for is this green box to come up saying that the connection's tested successfully. What you see when you connect to OpenRouter is we'll have all of the different models here. We'll leave that on GPT 4.1 for now. Now, when we open this chat, you see the agent then uses that API connection, and it will come up. Hey, how can I assist you today? We can talk to this in the same way that we would talk to ChatGPT or any other models, whatever your favorite one is. That works in the same way. Just on the agent now, if we open it up, we can see we've got an input and an output. We can add different options at the moment. Let's say if we go to add option, system message, as default saying you are a helpful assistant. We can get as creative as we like with this. So if you wanted to make like your own Jarvis, we could put in a prompt here to get the AI to respond in the way that Jarvis would, or anything. You can change these system prompts, and as we go forward in the videos, I'll show different examples of different prompts that you can use. And then when you chat to it, you're going to get different kind of responses depending on what you've prompted it. Sorry, just 2 secs. So we were saying, you can actually connect to free models. If we click on OpenRouter here, at the moment we're on GPT 4.1. If we scroll down, we've got models like DeepSeek, and we can flick through and we can actually find that there are free models that you can connect to. When you're testing, that's not using up all of your API credits. You'll also see on your agent that you can give it a memory and you can give it tools. If we just take a look at the tools, there are hundreds and hundreds of different tools that we can give it. And what we'll do in the next videos, we'll start talking about the different tools and connecting this AI agent so it can perform different tasks for you. We'll get into MCP servers. Thanks for taking the time to watch this. It's just a very simple tutorial on how you can get going and building within n8n. If you've got any questions, please leave them in the comments and I'll happily answer those for you.